guys. I apologize, the lighting in here is not fantastic, but I'm starting these seeds tonight and I didn't want you to miss it. So what I've got going on is I already started eggplant at the food pantry, for the food pantry garden, but I wanted to start some for my home garden as well. So I'm doing the same thing that I did there, starting all 3 varieties and then putting them out. The only difference is that I'm only doing 1 of each one because going through my seeds, I'm realizing that I have a lot of things I want to try. So I had a whole block of eggplants, but I'm just going to do the 3 plants. So, I'm going to be doing those, and then I'm going to I was going to start these, but I'm probably not. I'm probably just going to start 3 of the cardoon because I don't know if those artichokes are going to come back this year, and I didn't get anything from them anyway. So these actually said to sow the seeds indoors 2 to 3 months before the last frost date. It's right about where we are. It's in months instead of weeks, which threw me off, but that basically is like 8 to 12 weeks. So I'm going to start those as well. The other thing I want to do, because I'm not sure what lettuces I want to try this year, I have a lot of lettuce seeds. These are all lettuce. These are all spinach. I have 6 different types of spinach here, and I have, I think 12 different lettuces. So what I'm going to do is, I have 5 things here that are 6 cells each. So one of these is going to be for spinach, and the other 4 of these, I'm going to do 2 each of the types of lettuce that I have, and that way I can see which of the lettuces I actually prefer, so that I know once I'm ready to actually grow them in the garden. So let's get started. All right, so Roots and Refuge showed this really cute idea for sealing your seed packets with washi tape. So I went to Michael's last week and they had washi tape on the clearance rack. So it was a pack of 4 different ones for 60 cents, I think. Can't really beat that. Okay, so I didn't make my labels yet, so I'm gonna have to do that as well. So here's the eggplant seed for the Antigua. Then we have the Black Beauty. These are the ones that I got plants for last year from the local farm. Had them towards the end of the season, the sowing season for them. So they very, very nicely gave me a 6-pack of eggplants, Black Beauties there. 6-pack of eggplants, and they did really great for us in the food pantry garden. I'm very curious to see if Jack likes eggplant plants or not. Although after posting a video earlier today, I have a couple of comments from people with suggestions for things that I can do to keep him out of the garden. And it made me realize that I actually forgot to mention some of the things that I had done last year, which included spraying everything with this keep away spray that I purchased at a local garden center. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna finish telling you that, but these are the cardoon seeds, and I gotta show you guys these seeds. They look so cool. Look at these guys. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 in each one. There's 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. Rare cardoon from Italy, this artichoke relative is grown for the fleshy leaf ribs. Easier to crop than artichokes. I like the sound of that. So I had bought this spray from the local garden center. It was groundhog keep away spray, and I'm not sure exactly what was in it, but it kind of smelled like minty rotten egg. And then I also had read that blood meal can keep them away, And I actually use blood meal in my garden for fertilizing, so I had some, so I sprinkled that around the outside. And the blood meal smells like how you would imagine death would smell. So my garden smelled like minty death for a little while, and then as soon as it rains, that stuff gets washed away anyway. So here's the Antigua. Here's the Black Beauty and the Diamond. And then we have the Cardoon. All right, so I'm gonna go make my plant labels for the lettuce because you guys don't wanna see that. So I'll be back. Okay, I am back. So as you can see, I have everything labeled. So let's start getting some of these guys in the bag. All right, so these guys are done. So I'm just going to go ahead and lightly push them into the soil here. Just want to get them covered. I saw an interesting video I've been watching. It's called The Rustic Garden. I think his name is Gary Polarchik, something like that. And he was starting his seeds and he was covering them up, and he said, if you don't get them covered exactly right, don't worry about it. Nature doesn't cover seeds. They fall off the plant, they grow, and everything's usually fine. So just, you know, as you're going through this, it's easy to get stressed out if you're doing it correctly or perfectly or anything like that. And it's not really worth it to get yourself all stressed out about it. It's just meant to be an enjoyable experience. So enjoy it for what it is and relax and have some fun with it. Okay, so I have a lot of different varieties here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I was going to do 3 seeds. I'm going to do 3 seeds in each one. So this is the space spinach. That's what that's looking like. And this one I have to make sure I tape shut because the packet is cut open instead of, some of them have like a flap that folds over. This one's cut open, so I gotta make sure. All right, so that's that one. We have Virofly. I don't really know what the difference is between all of these varieties. I just kind of got a few different things. So these are pretty much the same. I'm gonna go right in there. This is a Fedco seed, giant winter spinach. I didn't purchase this one. This is one that I got from my friendly neighborhood gardener who dropped off seeds with me. I'm sorry, I didn't realize these were taped shut. We'll do the same thing. We'll just do 3. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing that. I'm gonna put about 3 seeds. So this is the giant winter. I want you to see some of the lettuce seeds. So I'm just going to show you a couple of those. So this is the oak leaf. I'm gonna have 2 cells for each type of lettuce. So you can see it's kind of like taped to the top of the package here. And it's gonna be difficult to just do a couple of these. So 1, 2, 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe one more about the prize head. And then I'm going to cut this off. You guys don't want to see me drop seed into 30 little cells. I think the seed looks just about the same. It's a little lighter in color. You can see that. So I'm just gonna get back to this, and we'll check back in when I'm ready to move these guys over to the grow stand. And that was way more than 3 apiece. Oops. All right. I'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, so I've got all the seeds in. So now I'm just going to put them under the soil a little bit, just like the other ones. I'm just kind of pushing them down. It's not really too exact of a science. The general rule of thumb is that you want to have the seeds like twice their size under soil. So for the lettuce ones, you're just kind of like pushing them into the soil. You're not even really necessarily covering them because they're so tiny. They don't need to be very deep at all. So we're just gonna do that. And then once we have them covered, maybe I should have done more of these before I came back, but lots of little lettuce. I'm just really curious which variety is going to cut look the nicest when it's cut as leaf lettuce. Which ones taste the best. Now, I mean, obviously this is going to be different conditions than what we have in the garden, because in the garden it's going to get hotter, and so lettuces tend to get more bitter the warmer the weather. So this isn't going to be an exact, taste test. I just want to have an idea. So I don't have another one of those lids. So I'm just going to cover the tray loosely with saran wrap just to help keep in some of the moisture and warmth. And then I'm gonna get these under the grow lights. So these will the lettuces will definitely germinate really quickly. For example, this arugula, it says germinates in 7 to 10 days. Lettuces 7 to 14, but once you put them under the lights, it's kind of a different thing altogether. The spinach, let's see, it says 7 to 14. So I'm gonna check in on these guys, and as soon as we see any sprouting, I'll definitely be either posting a video or a picture on my Instagram. All right, so check back soon. Bye.